My name is Jamie, and this is the vlog for May 13th. Hard to believe it's already this May 13th. It's about 9:30 at night. Kiddo's in bed asleep. It was a bit of a trying bedtime, but is what it is. Today we had a meeting with her pediatrician to kind of figure out if we're on the right track with everything. And you hear things you don't expect to hear. I mean, basically she's setting us up with a couple different specialists. There's a psychologist who's going to do an evaluation to see if there's some anxiety that's tricking the kiddo around and tripping up her words. And I'm all for a psychologist having some, giving us some tips and tricks and ways to deal with our stressful life, because military life, any life is challenging. Military life is stressful. Military life during a pandemic, so yeah. So I asked what she thought about the sleep study, and she said it was interesting. I would have hoped for totally normal and boring, but then the sleep study was a while ago, and we've been monitoring her sleep. And last night was the first night in months that she slept in her own bed, did not have an accident, woke up refreshed. And when she was refreshed, she wasn't stuttering for almost the entire day. It almost made me rethink going back to the pediatrician, because I'm like, well, maybe she's flipped a switch and turned a corner. It does happen. Kids just like, something switches in their brain and things work out better now, work differently. Literally overnight, sometimes even within an hour. But not the case. Lots of stuttering before bed. Again, stress. She didn't want to go to bed. So now we are being thrown back to the ENT, who did the sleep study, for another consultation to really sit down and talk about what she thinks she saw. Because the pediatrician said she saw some signs of obstructive apnea still and some signs of central sleep apnea, which is, again, very rare without something bigger going on. I have a really funny feeling we're going to get kicked over to neurology and have an MRI somewhere along the line here. And it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. I have never felt mom guilt. Not really. I don't feel guilty for taking care of myself and leaving her with friends, family, people she can play with or something. I mean, it sucks sometimes for her, but we come back together and everything's great. So I don't have a lot of mom guilt. With these challenges, yeah, I might have a little bit. I, with my doctor's blessing, weightlifted as long as I possibly could. And honestly, it was a pretty uneventful pregnancy right up until the end for the most part. Aside from my age making me high risk, that was pretty much it. Age and my polycystic ovarian syndrome means you're really likely to have a miscarriage. I didn't have a miscarriage, obviously. And I was 36, 35, 36 when she was born, which makes you old for a mom, for a biologically, naturally conceived kid. Did I do something wrong? Should I have eaten differently when her brain was growing? Should I have lifted less? You know what? And I'm really working hard at ignoring those thoughts, because I cannot do anything about that now. And back then, I was doing the best that I could in the moment, and I know that. But right now, this moment is hard. And I'm going to take some time to let myself be scared and sad and melt down and wish things were normal. And then I'm going to go to bed. And I'm going to wake up, whether with her at the night or in the morning, and I'm going to take a deep breath, and we're going to find a way to help her do great. Everything is mild. It's weird. If we had had 2 or 3 kids, I might not have noticed, other than the stuttering, which is pretty apparent. I might just think she's a bad sleeper. Um, but My pediatrician also looked at us and said, "When did he leave? When is he going to be home?" I can tell you when he left. I'm not sure when he's going to be home. Um, Hopefully before the end of the year. But she's like, "That's hard. I don't know how you guys do that." And I get that a lot. I don't know how you do it. You just do. You do. And then your missing piece comes home. You try your best to put the puzzle back together. You shave the edges a little bit because the puzzle now fits differently than it did before. Um, the picture's different when it's done. And you enjoy it and you ride it out. I have been able to get emails from my husband. That support's been nice. And I know he appreciates hearing from me. So I will definitely, once I've collected myself, shoot out an email into the ether and say hi. Can't fill him in on any of this. So the rules to email is no great news, no really bad news, nothing that could distract them from their job. So lots of, hey, this is what we did today, and I drew a picture. Or, hey, I back squatted 55 pounds today. It was great. So lots of fluff. But it's words from home, and that's what matters. Somebody cared enough to write. So, oh man, what I wouldn't give for local good girlfriends in my age group. But it is what it is. I take a deep breath, turn this off, go cry for a little while, collect myself, and go to bed. Today was beautiful, sunny, wonderful, like 60. It was great. Spring day. Tomorrow will be even more beautiful, and I am sure tomorrow will be brighter. Sleep helps a lot.